Once upon a time in a land far away was a kingdom of every evil in the world. Sitting at the top, she who always had her way was a queen in yellow, 14-year-old girl. A palace well furnished, a show of her means, a servant, her mirror, and loyal to the throne. A thoroughbred named Josephine. Everything, yes, everything she claimed as her own. When there's no more money left for what she wants, the people have no bread, let them eat cake she'd smear. Anyone who dared oppose would meet her commandants. She makes her dissenters disappear. An evil flower blooms, brilliant, iridescent, dignified. Over the pitiful weeds she looms. Let them rot, let them die, let them nourish her pride. Our little tyrant had her heart set on a king from the blue land of Marlon across another port. But his heart had been promised long since to a girl from the green kingdom of Avagort. Emerald went her majesty in envy as she called for an audience with the minister of war. Said in a soft voice that left him appalled, I want to see the green kingdom burn. Thousands of homes turned to ash in the hunt. Thousands left mourning for millions of lives. Uncountable suffering out on the front, but the queen never heard their cries. Akanohana, an evil flower blooms, fuel of fire and genocide. Around the lesser flowers' tombs, she's untouched, all her thorns protect her with pride. Finally, the years of suffering quietly end. Finally, the people's hatred stirred up too much to ignore. On the rose lit by a rose-red woman and her friends, on the people marched into the palace and the court. Lo, Lucy Feniance on fire with rage against royal soldiers exhausted from the war, screaming for justice and hungry for change. Armor swords pose no threat anymore. Into the palace all doorways flung wide. All her rats ran away, none remain. Take the queen, the rebels cried, and at last they had her in chains. Akanohana, an evil flower blooms, pensive and quiet, cast aside, watching her purpose meet its doom and fall with the weight of her sins and her pride. Once upon a time in a land far away was a kingdom of every evil in the world. Sitting at the top, she who always had her way was a girl in yellow, a 14-year-old girl. They set her death to 3 hours after noon, when the bells rang out and Deus and Nux be God. Did that girl alone in her room think of all the sins she must answer for? Full of hope and fear, now the church bells strike 3. Now the girl walks out, head held high to the world, and the crowd cheered and jabbered, but she made no last plea. She smiled with her last words. An evil flower died, brilliant, iridescent, dignified. Love, do,
church bells struck 3. In a time of hope and fear, the two of us were born. But the will of others was obeyed with one decree. Thus my fate and your fate intertwined became torn. But I swore to myself and to God high above that the world could hate you and fill your heart with fear. I alone would keep you safe, you alone would have my love. So wherever you are, just keep smiling, my dear, because I am your servant and you are my queen. I'll protect you no matter the price unto me, because I am your mirror and you are my queen. And for you I would even commit every sin. In the neighboring country where I stayed for a while, in the town there was a girl in green I came to know. Lovely was her voice, but far more lovely was her smile. And I knew though I loved her that it could never show. For I swore to my queen I'd fulfill her demands. If my queen wants her dead, I will wordlessly defer. You can say what you wish, I must do as you command. But I can't tell my tears to stop falling for her, because you are the queen, because I am the pawn, and I love you the most. So I do what you want. Oh, my queen, tea is served with brioche on the side, and you laughed like an angel of pride. I had seen this coming, knew the people stirring hate on their roads, led by a rose-red woman and her friends. Others may be saying this is what the fates dictate. They are wrong, I will show them your reign has no end. So please take these clothes, put them on right away. Get outside, don't look back, don't slow down and don't wait. Can't you see that we're twins? So you see it's okay. I'm sure no one will notice until it's too late. And now you have my freedom and I'm in your chains. Seems like there's no escaping our opposite fates. Take the queen, cry the traitors while you're running free. If your evil is that not reflected in me. Once upon a time in a land far away was a kingdom of every evil in the world. Sitting at the top, she who always had her way was my darling, my sister, a 14-year-old girl. And I swore to myself and to God high above that the world could hate you and fill your heart with fear. I will keep you safe, you have all of my love. So wherever you are, just keep smiling, my dear. If by some happenstance someone in our next lives